All right, good morning, good day to you. We do have a sprint race today, and we also have a qualifying today. So we will be here for qualifying. That will be for the Grand Prix on Sunday. Also, do not forget Super Chat spinoff. This Lewis Hamilton collector's item PSA Gem Mint 10 card will be spun, and somebody will be announced to receive that this weekend during the Brazilian GP. Could be today, could be Sunday. Either way it goes, all Super Chats this weekend are going towards the next giveaway. So get your hand in as many times as you can. As many Super Chats as you do is how many times your name will be on the wheel. Also, if you want to join an awesome community that Darth, Mary Beanie, Reezy, myself, Sylvia Witt Kelly are part of, where you also become part of the content creation, join the membership. Sign up. Join the Wolfpack membership. Several other members this week have given away memberships. You can honor those people who have gifted you something awesome by continuing your membership. On your phone, you can go to join. On a computer, you can go to join. Now, let's get this party started. How bad are Lewis Hamilton and Ferrari? Because what I have done is I came about some clips, and then I clipped them up, and then I went back and I listened and watched the race in Mexico. But before we get to that, because it is abysmal, and it may indeed just make you throw up when you think about Ferrari from here on out, we're going to talk about what has Ferrari done this weekend. Well, I'm going to tell you what Ferrari's done this weekend. They've done nothing. If they've done anything, it's not much of anything. And whatever they do, which is very kind of coincidental that do is crap, it doesn't do much of anything as well. Ferrari have submitted no changes, no updates for this event. So you can cancel that as far as Ferrari bringing something that is going to give you a sprinkle of magic during this GP weekend. Anything aside from inclement weather and possibly some type of rare form of performance being birthed by these drivers into these ridiculously horrible cars to a degree is out. Do not forget, both Charles Leclerc and Lewis Hamilton did not qualify top 3 or top 5. Charles was 8th, Lewis Hamilton was 11th, and that is what it is, okay? That is exactly what it is. Also going into something else, seems the FIA are always willing to try to pin a penalty on Lewis. Lewis was cited for a situation and failing to slow under double yellow flags, which coincidentally was caused by his partner, which also ruined Lewis Hamilton's qualifying lap for the sprint race. Go figure. Good job, Charles. And that would be summoned, failing to slow, driver reprimanded. This is the driver's first reprimand of the season, which indeed means Lewis Hamilton, blah, 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 blah. However, Ham acknowledged during the hearing that saw car 16 stationary at the side of the track and could see a green light signal being displayed that point. He therefore had to realize that he was at least in a yellow sector, and as a consequence had to reduce speed. There you go. Discernibly. Okay? So Lewis Hamilton, qualifying lap ruined by his partner, his teammate. Looking into the telemetry, stewards found that the driver reacted by hesitating whilst applying the throttle, but did not reduce speed as required. And I'm going to say this, it's getting very disrespectful to this point. It's getting horrible. All right. It's horrible to me. And this is what I'm going to say is horrible. It's horrible that they always want to say that Lewis Hamilton could have done so much more. Lewis Hamilton could have helped this person out so much more. Lewis Hamilton didn't do anything wrong, but we're going to give him a penalty anyway. And it's getting ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. All right? Driver reacted by hesitating while it's applying the throttle. Well, we can clearly see he was going to slow down, but the truth is there was a green light display, and Lewis Hamilton, to his observation, realized that there probably would be a yellow or should be a yellow, but it wasn't yellow. It was green, and he hesitated. So, yeah, it shouldn't even be it should be no further action. But, hey, it's Lewis Hamilton, so you're not going to get any further action. But let me show you something else that should make you throw up. Because the Mexican GP was absolutely horrible. Absolutely horrible. Big shout out to everybody pulling up the live chat. Mary Beanie, Reezy, Incredible Facts Quest, Darth, Galactus. It was horrible. And I'm going to show you how bad it was. And if this doesn't let you know, it's Ferrari that's horrible. It's Ferrari that is absolutely crap right now. Lewis Hamilton, there's nothing wrong with him. Lewis Hamilton's fine. Besides for probably being impacted negatively mentally with this abysmal of a season, Lewis Hamilton is not the problem. Lewis Hamilton is learning how to get along with a new team. He's learning how to understand a new team principle. He's learning how to get along with his race engineer. He's learning how to drive a car which was supposed to perform at a certain level, and it's not. But let's just go back, because I listened to the race as I was going through my morning routine, and this is horrible. I was ahead of Charles. Understood. I've lost a part of my front wing as well. Understood. Take a look. Okay, stay out. Okay, that's not so bad, right? That's not so bad. That's lap one. We all know what happened in lap one of Mexico Grand Prix. That's lap one. That's not so bad. Okay, I got you. You get missing a portion of the car. We're going to take a look at it. Going to see what goes on from there. And from there, what we get is Max took a shortcut. Loads of people gained advantage. Verstappen 0.7 behind, going to the lift and the coast. All good, taking a look. This is lap two. This is lap two. Lap two of the Mexican City GP. We are talking about going into lift and coast. In lap two, we're talking about lift and coast. Already in lap two. Ferrari, this is bad, because this is not the first racing event we've heard. They should change their name to Lift and Coast Racing. That's what they should change their name to. And on the side of that logo or that car should be somebody on the sandy beach of Bora Bora with a pineapple vodka drink in their hand. Lift and coast. It's almost like R&R. Relax. Rest and relax. This is crazy. This lap two. Lap two. All right. That ain't it. Let's go to lap three. What are they doing about the cars? Slippery track, turn two. What are they doing about people taking advantage at turn one? Lewis Hamilton wants to know what the hell is going on in turn one. What are they going to do about Charles? What are they going to do about Max specifically? And you know what they're going to do? This is the radio. The incident is noted. They are checking it. We recommend 100 meters more of lift and coast. We're lap four. We're recommending more lift and coast. 100 more meters of lift and coast by lap four. What? Listen, this is horrible. Ferrari is looking bad. Lewis Hamilton is not the problem. Why are they lifting and coasting? You know why they're lifting and coasting. Just go back and watch the race and listen to Lewis Hamilton's radio, and you are going to hear lift and coast. Count how many times you hear lift and coast. Do some kind of weird math. Go play the lottery. You might win. This is lap four, okay? This is lap four. This is egregious. But it's not over, people. It's not over. Need to increase the lift and coast 100 meters. We need to add another 100 meters on your lift and coast of 100 meters we already told you. So that's going to be 200 meters. So just you know what? Just lift and coast the whole race. Just go the whole race and lift and coast all damn race. Listen, I'm not going to be too long here because I know we got a sprint race coming up in about an hour's time or so. But we're talking about now lap five of still we lifting and coasting. We're not even 15% into the race. We're nowhere near 15% into this race, and we are now still talking about lifting and coasting well into lap five. Lewis Hamilton is not the problem. Ferrari is the problem. Ferrari have been their own problem. Ferrari is a team who is looked at to be great and hasn't been great for decades. You need to update your resume. The stock market may rise on sales, but you know what? We might see this next earnings fall to the floor. If you own a Ferrari, you shouldn't feel like a winner right now. You should lift and coast. Might save you on a brake job that might cost $10,000, $5,000. Try that. So what's next? Let's go to the next one. Lap 6, copy that. Need more, TS now. Mode TS, car behind is 2.2. All right? So if indeed this was going to be your time to consider, you know what? Hey, what could this be? What could TS be something that we're gonna get into? It's gonna be absolutely great. We're gonna try to turn up. No, it's not. Don't think that it's anything. It's nothing. From my recollection of this acronym TS, it's just time. It's just time. It's not performance. It's not trim settings. It's not anything like that. It's no active arrow on the car, so it's not like he's going to hit a button, trim settings, and next thing you know, active arrow with DR's flap is active arrow. But I'm talking about there's no front active arrow. There's nothing that Lewis can ignite right now. That's just time. That's from what I know. That's just time. You can correct me if you like, but just time. Galactus in the super chat says that's crazy. Just out and push the car. What the hell? I'm trying to tell you, Galactus is bad. But guess what? It gets worse. Because here we are, lap 7. I got hit at turn 1 and push wide. Copy that. What are they doing about people who took an advantage? So we are still wondering what's going on. We're 7 laps in, and nobody has been told to give positions back in which they took unfairly. Max and Charles Leclerc came out of the runoff like they were playing Mario Kart and came out of a portal. Bloop, 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 bloop. What's going on, Lord Chaos in the super chat? It's just a soap opera. I'm stuck wanting to know the end at this point. I know, bro, we want the end. But guess what? The end is not near yet because we got more radio messages for you, brother. We got more radio messages for you. Here you go. If that wasn't enough for you, try this. Nothing yet. Let's focus on our race. Keep the traction metrics low. Turn 9 is good. What you're doing. You know, we're doing good. Just focus on the race. We're doing good. We have 10-second penalty for incident in turn 4 with Verstappen. We don't agree, but let's keep the head down. So, yo, hey, lift and coast more. You know what? I don't know what they doing. Oh, okay, this is what we got a penalty. Wait a minute. They took the advantage. They got the advantage coming back on track. I got pushed wide. Max Verstappen pushed me off track. He got wide. You saw him open the steering wheel, and I got a 10-second penalty? Oh, but we don't agree. Well, guess what? If you don't agree, where was the appeal? Because I didn't see. You know what? Fred Vasseur has been awesome up until this point with radio, with press conferences, with interviews. I don't recall, and I could be wrong, right? Because this weekend, a lot of us were pissed off. I don't recall Fred Vasseur bringing his ass out and saying, yo, that was ridiculous. I cannot believe that the stewards gave our driver, Lewis Hamilton, a 10-second penalty when he was the one who had the crime committed against him. Where was Fred on that? Where were they? Yeah, exactly. Nowhere. Nowhere. Now it's quiet. Why? Because Charles Leclerc was somebody who was out there who gained an advantage by going off track, cutting grass. We clearly saw he didn't take any real initiative to make that turn. He just, you know what? I'm just going to cut the grass. Toro it is. Max Verstappen's out here being a blue John Deere lawnmower. Let me turn it to the red Toro, where you can go get at your next Lowe's or Home Depot. Yeah, okay. So let's see how much worse this gets. Lap 22. What about all the other cars that cheated? Increase 50 meters, lift, and coast. We got hundreds And we got 50s. And I ain't talking about bankroll. I'm not talking about pulling out your cash roll. 50s and 100s is not monetary value here. It's just more lift and coast. It's more don't really race. Just don't really race. You know what? What we go just come when you come into the pits for the 10-second, we're just going to snatch the power unit out and just turn this shit into a soapbox car. Then us lifting and coasting, that's how the car performs. That's what it's supposed to do. It's a soapbox car. You have to lift and coast. The fuck? This is egregious. And you think we're done? No, we're not done. Hey, launch map 5, outlap normal, racing Hulkenberg behind. Keep your lift and your coast. Yo, man, I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up. This is real Ferrari shit right here. Has anyone else had a penalty? Not at the moment. This should make you nauseated. This compilation of radio messages from Ferrari to Lewis Hamilton should clearly let you know Ferrari is a bad team right now. Ferrari is one of the better bad teams. That's what this should let you know. But we're not through, people. We're not done. So increase lift and coast lap 27 into 12 for brakes. That's ridiculous, mate. So we 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We bound to lap 27 and we still talking about lift and coast into 12 for brakes. If you didn't think the brakes were an issue, you're wrong. They are. If you didn't think Ferrari was the issue, you're wrong. They are. If you thought Lewis Hamilton was the issue, you're wrong. He's not. He's not the issue. He's not the problem. He's not who's bad. He's not who's getting worse. Ferrari is bad. They're getting worse. And if you expect 2026 to be anything different than what you're seeing right now, you shouldn't expect that. You should just sit back and say, show me something. That's the best you should do. That's the most you should give them. Show me something. Big shout out to Lord Chaos, 25 months of being a member. Hit the join button and join the dopest Formula One family on the planet. Wolfpack fam are too legit, and we won't quit. Had to do it. I had to do it. So let's go, because we're not through yet. We're not through. We're not done. It's not over. It's not over. Lap 30, 10-second stop and go is insane. And keep up the lift and the coast for the brakes. Lap 30, people. From the beginning all the way to lap 30, we got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of meters of lap and coast. Just left and coast. It's almost like wax on, wax off. It's watching paint dry. Watching Ferrari conduct operations in a Formula One event is like watching paint dry. It's bad. It's pretty bad. It is. But guess what? I don't think we're done yet. Yeah, we're done. Whew, we are done. All right. Good God Almighty. Man, didn't know how much longer that could go on. I actually thought it was going to be more bad stuff. More bad stuff, because that was bad. So, yeah, that's what you got. So, yeah, it's not Lewis. It's Ferrari. And this could be a good example of what it could turn out to be when you meet your heroes. Because often when you meet people that you've admired, that you have held in high regard, that you believe to be a hero, and then you meet them and you find out this person sucks. Lewis Hamilton, almost most drivers want to drive in a scarlet red car for Ferrari with that big ocean yellow shell somewhere on their racing suit. And I think Lewis Hamilton is realizing that Ferrari is a block or two. And if you've been here, you probably heard me say this before. A block or two, you see somebody from a block or two, they look good. As they start approaching and get closer and finally get up on you, you just don't even ask them for the phone number, because you realize from a block or two, they looked good. right up close and in person, they look like shit. And that's exactly what Ferrari looks like this entire season. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, what you are going to expect in this sprint race should be just watching cars go around Interlagos and wondering where Ferrari will finish. And then what you should expect later this afternoon, while we will be here live for qualifying, is likely for Ferrari to qualify somewhere bottom 10 out Q2. Maybe if they can make it both into Q3. Okay. I can't even say good. I'm just, okay. Where will they be for the race? I don't even want to guess at it because I don't want to be that negative. But yeah, Ferrari's bad. Lewis Hamilton is still good. And this shows that no matter how good a driver is, you cannot overcome a bad organization, bad development, bad guidance, bad team leadership, and people with the lack of having a backbone to stand up against what is clearly and obviously wrong. Galactus in the super chat, Ferrari is a butterhead. If you know, you know. Hey, man. You know, Galactus, brother, you're too kind. You're too kind. For real. Because you could have been worse than that. You could have been worse than that. You could have said something worse than that, brother. But Galactus is always trying to, keep it somewhat positive. He even when he's at his most negative point, Galactus gonna give you a positive gem. What's up, Buck Dollar? Put on. Yeah, the Wolf Gang is in here. Listen, big shout out everybody with a purple badge. Big shout out to anybody with a badge, period. Go ahead, click join the Wolfpack membership. We are turning up. Don't forget about the giveaway that is going to be happening this weekend. Don't forget about all the super chats. Galactus has just put his name in several times already, as well as Lord Chaos, for the next giveaway that is, I'm collecting every time you do a super chat, your name's going into the bucket. Your name will go into the wheel. If you're not familiar with what we're talking about, I will show you. The wheel is loaded, and the wheel is loaded for this week's giveaway. And this week's giveaway is an awesome Lewis Hamilton memorabilia Gem Mint 10 PSA card. Look at all the names on that wheel. That is crazy. All the names on that wheel, that's crazy. So, yeah, that's happening this week. And that's why I say super chats and get your memberships up. Get your memberships up, all right? Because we do some good things here. We're about to start kicking into gear doing more good things. We just had a lovely episode with Super Soft Tasha where family members got to come in, ask their questions instead of just being in the chat. Ask your question for real, in live, real time. And F1 Minute will be happening, and family members are going to be in there sharing their mind and their perspectives on Formula One in the 2025 season. So it's going to be a good time, all right? So I'll see you all soon. Qualifying later this afternoon. Sprint races in about 44 minutes time now. 44. Good number. I'm out. See you on the next one. Peace.